call the commissioner meeting to order, and we'll start with the flag salute. I'm sorry. Go ahead and start, Ed. Tickle my throat.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
That's fine.
I thought it was good, and then I forgot again.
Thank you.
Do we get reimbursed on this, that improvements on the airport? Surely that's not our share, is it? Can't be.
I signed a check for $28,000 for their engineering work. But yeah, I thought we should get reimbursed some of that out of that grant money, you know?
Are we writing checks for these?
No, I didn't sign one that day, no.
The airport. Do we get
That's through the grant.
grant?
I submit those and they come into us.
Comes
and
back in.
pay 'em out.
Okay.
Why did we pay this one twice?
Recycling.
Same thing. Is that just a misprint? All the numbers are the same, is that just a...
I think that's a set amount. It's two different dates. June load pickup at 6/7 and then June load pickup 6/22.
Oh, okay. Well, I just think it's a June pickup. I thought, unless I charge one for here and one for there, so.
How are you today?
Oh, thank you. How are you?
Short day.
Oh,
Where's Mapes and Miller's head office?
Norton.
Norton. Do they have big crowds at the Thresher?
I think so. I don't.
Weather was cool, I imagine it
It's
helped
cool,
for
a little damp, a little
attendance.
muddy. but-
Saturday was a good day.
Was it? Had a big day.
Of course, it was muddy after that. When it come in and rained, but,
How much rain did you get over there? You know?
a bunch, I don't know how much.
There was a lot of rain all over the county, but out there where Di and Amber and Lori and Gail live, 80 hundreds.
I know.
Total
Billy
out of
had
the whole
about the
bunch.
same
Yeah,
down
I
a little
mean-
bit south. Well, in the first night, Todd got about half of what we got.
People were having 2 inches, 3 inches, and we had 10 hundreds, 10 hundreds, and 60 hundreds.
Next time.
Well, we had big rains there and before harvest, nobody else got. Did you get permission to leave?
Sorry. But you wanted what I have now.
This is that cake deal for anybody using the fairgrounds.
Oh, okay.
Their standard form.
Okay. So I can take a look at this and let you know? Or do you need to know now?
I have it on here, but it's whatever.
Okay.
We don't have to do it right now.
Or
You see that dropped off a hell of a lot, and we probably need to discuss that with him. Because we know that ain't gonna get any cheaper.
Yeah, probably not.
Roger, did you see me this one?
Give you something to do. And the general fund, the line items inside the general, you can move money from one line item to another line item.
Just as long as you stay under the tax lid. He called me, we went through some stuff and like, grants. I cut that in half. Cause we paid $500 some last year.
What?
It was at 20,000, so now it's at 10,000.
Probably
So
smarter
he
than-
moved that over to somewhere else.
Well, I guess the reason I was asking, we probably raised some budgets just because of that reason, that we could move money with inside the general. And what I'm concerned is some of these, I won't mention anything, but we've raised their budget pretty good. And I hope they don't look at that and say, well, I've got that kind of budget authority and spend it. Because maybe we're gonna need that
Yeah.
down the road
And I let him
somewhere else.
know that, you know, especially that second meeting we had, that the commissioners were telling everybody that just because you're asking for this doesn't mean you're getting it.
We told everybody to come in here with a budget.
Okay, that you're not gonna, don't plan on this budget.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you. As I look at some of them, go pretty hefty entries.
One thing I'm kind of worried about is the courthouse general had to transfer it to equipment reserve in 2018 and he removed it in 2019.
So where is it?
Well, I assume to get under the tax lid, they had to,
Had to
Remove
disperse it out.
Or is that the way in which they want the accounting done?
Oh, I'm sorry I missed that budget hearing, but I had that eye appointment. I wasn't gonna miss it. I've been waiting for 4 months to
everybody
get
forgot
it.
about it.
Yeah.
What's that?
Everybody forgot that you were doing that.
Yeah.
That capital outlay in the general fund, it was budgeted $200,000 in 2018. When he called me, he said we were gonna have to reduce that by $80,000, and that's why we went through some of these listed up above to get that number down.
Do I hear a motion to go ahead and approve the minutes from 5/31/18 and payroll accounts, payable warrants.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Leslie?
Okay, we were moved into the courthouse, and things are going well. There's a couple of things that I want to clarify because I have been hearing people talking in the community. First off, in regards to the tax foreclosure sale, it usually takes a year to get to that, and so I keep being asked in regards to when is this sale going to be. It'll probably be around March, because that's when the case was filed. And so it usually takes about a year to get to that. So just to let everyone know, that's about the approximate date. I just found out that we had sent personal service to Shawnee County to serve the U.S. Attorney's Office. They didn't serve them until June 22nd. So they have 60 days to answer. So that's the kind of thing that we run into. And with the process and procedure, they take a lot of time because you're dealing with people's real estate. And you want to make sure that it's done right and everyone gets service. And so that's why these things take so long and take a lot of time for that matter. Second thing is in regards to delinquent taxes, penalties, and interest. It would appear that a previous commission had a business come in and asked if they could pay a certain amount with certain penalties and interest being waived. The Board of County Commissioners does not have that authority. The only agency with the authority to abate delinquent taxes, penalty, and interest on real estate is the Board of Tax Appeals. The only way in which that can be done, what I would say locally, is through a tax foreclosure sale. But for someone to approach the commission to ask that their delinquent taxes be abated or the penalties or interest be waived, the Board of County Commissioners does not have that authority.
Well, that answers a lot of questions.
I think if we're talking about the same guy, it was something the appraisers hadn't put on his tax for like 10 years. So why was he paying tax on it until that point?
Well, and I don't know all the circumstances in regards to what had transpired because I was not the county.
We waived the penalties and interest because he hadn't been taxed for so long. Even though he had the building, he hadn't been taxed on it.
Well, whatever the case may be in regards to what had
But we
transpired
couldn't do that
previously.
legally.
If there are delinquent taxes, penalties, and interest, there are, the board cannot just waive that. There are processes and procedures that have to be gone through if that wants to be challenged. And the only authority, or people with authority, agencies with authority that can do that are the courts and the Board of Tax Appeals. Then you had asked me in regards to the Special Parks and Recreation Fund and getting money transferred to the Fair Board
Yes.
for them to use. I ran over and got a printout from Dawn at the Treasurer's office, and the current balance in that fund is $8,212.86. I made contact with Dolores in regards to how the commissioners could get that transferred to the Fair Board. Dolores said that we would need a motion in regards to the amount to be transferred and have that pass, and then she would issue a check to the Fair Board because they have their own account.
Okay. I'll make the motion to go ahead and make that transfer of 8,000.
My only question is, do you want to transfer that whole 8,000, or do you, because as of today, the receipts is only $1,054.15 for this year.
We think maybe 5,000. anything will help them.
Well, yeah, we need to give them something, but we need to sleep a little bit in there, I'm sure, too, so.
Well,
Any input? I don't know what their expenses are for the rest of the year, but they've got like, what is that, 11,000, no. Where did I see that? Yeah, they have almost $16,000 in their account. But I don't know when the next time they get their, when do they get?
I'm pretty sure they've received all their,
For the
yeah,
year.
yeah, I'm sure they're done for the year.
I don't care. I mean, it's a good place for it to go.
Well, we've been telling them all
We've
along.
been telling them we're gonna get it, yeah.
We've been telling them all along, it'd be close to $8,000. I'm tempted to stay with that number at 8,000.
There's not very many places you can use it.
No, we found out it's pretty
That's correct.
restricted.
Yeah. I'm fine with the 8.
Works for me.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and I'll finish that motion to transfer $8,000 from the special alcohol fund over to the fair board.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anything else, Leslie?
I don't believe so,
Okay. Thank
unless you want to take a executive for non-elected, non-appointed personnel.
Let's do that now.
I move we take an executive session for non-elected personnel for 15 minutes, 10 minutes,
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Aye.
All those in favor? Aye.
I think it just.